Okay.
Hello.
Oh, how are you?
Not too bad. So
Very good, thank you. Yes.
okay.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like the same thing that I did.
They stopped updating the hardware after pandemic because they focused on the STEM building. And before it was possible to by remote focus on each seat and make like a spine. Now it's disabled. So you're safe. The camera doesn't see what is on your screen. I think we are recording. It's good. Yeah, let's wait. I was announcing we started. So maybe someone else will show up. Thank you for supporting the idea of project. I like it very much. So it's. I hope it will make your life easier and definitely makes my life easier. I keep thinking if it is possible to make to do real fun out of thermodynamics and then getting good idea. But from statistical mechanics, fun can get fun. Without like solid progress of these intentions, maybe if we all succeed as a team, we can compose papers all 9 classical pieces based on the. Morning, Kyle.
Yeah.
Ah, hello, Crystal. Nice seeing you connected. Do you hear us? Crystal, you can show yes or no if whether you see.
Yep, we can hear you.
Huh?
Yeah, we can hear you.
And you hear, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So I apologize ahead for imperfect organization because I'm doing it for the first time. But the plan is as follows. So we chop semester or the rest of our meetings on approximately 4 types of meetings. The first one are regular lectures that we will keep on Mondays, and other 3 will be on Wednesdays. And on Wednesdays, we'll whatever is left, I don't know, 6, 7 meetings. Right? So there will be three types. First, basic acquaintance with MATLAB software because it will be our instrument. Second, getting acquainted with the pre-made code for the heat capacity of specific material. And third, chopping big problem on like individual sub-problems and just doing projects and preparing to report. So I suggest that instead of midterms and exams, we just do little reports based on what we do. And for the very last part, we'll do both, hopefully, both written and oral. And for intermediate stage, we'll do oral with the following philosophy. So some of you could be well versed in this very basic scientific programming, or for some of you it could be very new, but it doesn't make much difference. We'll just revisit some basic skills, and in a couple of weeks, we'll chop these basic skills on everyone in the class, and we'll do maybe 4 or 5 minutes presentations reciting to everyone. And if you do not like how I'm explaining, you may like it better when some from the classes. And for those who explains, it's a chance to solidify the skill. So you'll get by in a couple of weeks, we will be sure that everyone is on the same page, and there will be nothing over the head. Everything will be quite basic. So here I was practicing the same idea in the undergraduate class. So graduate students as intellectual weight of the globe will cover easily. And even so, here are the subjects that undergrads were doing, and for our class, this was for quantum part of the big time, which needs some additional steps, such as eigenstates and methods diagonalization. Here, for our thermodynamics and statistical mechanics, we can maybe even waive and skip some of this stuff. So we will, although you are stronger than undergrads, you will have an easier task because we need to focus on working. And you see, there are some like dealing with complex numbers, defining functions, plotting something like your Texas Instrument graph calculator, and some very basic programming like save and read files, maybe repeat some procedure again and again. So nothing that goes over the head. And if you think you need some study materials, I will send and provide, but it looks that I'll just show you, repeat, and it will be clear. So let me invite another thing. Some of you elect to do things at home, which is completely fine. So if you do not have MATLAB software installed in your home computer, it's fine for today. But for the next meeting, please try to do it. And maybe when we will be making presentations, one of the tasks will be to report how to install MATLAB on the person who should be like. Although it is commercial software, all students and faculty of the UC are entitled to do it. So just go to a specific link. Please repeat your name. I'm just trying to learn. Qian. I will ask several times, but my minimalistic goal for this class is to memorize all your names by the end of the semester. Yeah. So, and Ichi. I'll repeat several times. Tyler, you are connected both? Is it some other Tyler?
I'm Pema.
Pema?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll try to work. Maybe I will do flashcards with photographs.
Oh,
so, oh yes, install MATLAB on your laptops or personal computers, and then you, if you elect to do this labs from home, you can be very independent. Right? So, So let me invite you to log into these terminals with your NDC credentials, right? Did you? Yeah. Okay, and then in this software stuff, just type MATLAB, and it will be something like MATLAB 2028. Did you play with it before? Oh, okay. Then you can teach it here instead of myself. And when you click on it, the window like that will pop up, and you can try to chat with it. So, oh, that's okay. We didn't do anything valuable. I didn't do anything valuable right now. So please log into the terminal with your NDC credentials, and then just try to type the word MATLAB here. And so I'll make a little walk and check that we were all on the same page. So one can play it with it as this calculator, right? Type 1 + 1, enter. Okay. So one can do some. Please do not wait for me. Try to type something wild and see what it answers. So of course one can divide, multiply, and do like functions like cosines, exponentials, right? Also, there is a, if you type demo, it will offer some overview and tutorial, which is maybe a little bit over the head of what we do not need. So please try to find square root of 1 or square root of 100. Try another one. If it will not work, I will log in with my credentials. It is, yeah, something is going on for the whole university with this network. Please try to check what is square root of -4. Let's see. You can answer it without MATLAB or try to do SQRT is for square root. Right? If you do square root of 4, you should get 2, right? So what are you going to get if you do square root of -4? So how do you interpret it? What is it?
It's on the y-axis.
Okay, good. Everyone agrees, understand, or?
Oh, just reading.
Yep, okay. Is it clear or more comments are needed? Yes, but how do you interpret it? Yes, imaginary part. Also, one can assign things to variables. So one can say, for example, x equals square root of -4. And now one can do x squared. Just show yes or no if more like if I'm okay to go forward or you need more comments. So one can assign variables, right? And one can assign different variables like y equals -4, and then define as x as square root of y. So if we need to do some programming, one can instead of using explicit numbers, one can use variables. So please tell what is your impression and feelings about this wrapper. Yes, yes, and it is like 1x5 methods. Just yeah, wrapper is a better word. And one can immediately use it. For example, if one needs to compute a function like square of all these numbers, one can type like a squared, and it will give like 1 squared, 1, 2 squared, 4, 3, 9, 4, 16, 5, 25. Okay, so one can simultaneously process like the same operation for every unit of the vector. So please try. Okay. I don't know if it depends on the history. If he wants to do something with x, you need to define it first. And then you can do. Okay. Yes. You need to put spaces. Right now you can have like 1,200. Okay.
Yeah, I'm slow.
Okay. Teamwork. Okay. What if you type plot A? So it shows this 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers, right? I know it's very basic, but I'll better walk through seats.
So after that, the dot dash, is that just how it's being plotted?
Yes. Otherwise, it will be a straight line in this example. Not clear what are the data points. Puts bracket, and spaces. Yes. Yeah, you can. Okay. I'll make a little pause and check that those who are online are doing well. Yes. I think this is too slow. I'll check on the other computer. While I'm playing and trying to connect to other, to check what others are doing online, please try to plot function of a squared.
Well, I don't want to-
Yes, but this computer is a little slower than a pen, so I'll connect from the laptop and check what is going on. Participants. My co-host, yes. Tyler, my co-host, yes. Let me briefly chat with Crystal and Tyler. Do you have let me ask you if you have MATLAB on the place where you work at, or you're just watching and
I'm trying to get it downloaded on my computer.
okay.
Mine's still extracting too. It's almost done.
Okay, yeah. So please let me know when you're done, and then I'll just look, ask you to share screen and check that things are going well if you try some examples.
Okay.
I'll continue for the sake of those who are in the class, but I'm not forgetting about you. No.
Yep. No.
So I can tell B equals like a squared, and then this information is stored in the variable B, right? And then we can do plot. We can do either plot B. Can you see this quadratic function, or we can do plot A comma B, which means on the x-axis we have first variable, on the second we have another variable. So please try to practice it, and it should be some sort of a replacement of Microsoft Excel or Origin, right? And there is if you are doing instruments and characterization in your web, some of your data are stored as files, and you sometimes plot it with Excel or Origin, but one can load data into MATLAB and plot it as well. It's a matter of taste. Good. I'll wait until this in the class, but then I go.
Okay, let's say.
So I know that this integer things are a little boring, but let me show another trick for stuff. To have a function with 5-point digital breakpoints is a little poor for today, right? We may want to represent some continuous function with 1,000 points or 100 points, but it will be a little silly for a modern person to type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So there is a way to list numbers without typing them explicitly. And by the way, at each time you can type who, which shows which variables you did use. And in the left lower panel, it also shows this list of variables. So and also lowercase and uppercase things are different. So MATLAB will pretend that it doesn't understand you if you mix uppercase and lowercase. So let's say x equals from 0, column 1, column 5. So it does the same thing, but without explicit typing, right? And if I do not want discrete steps, if I do not like integer numbers, I can put 0.1 to make a smaller step. And it's already fills the screen, but this record creates a vector filled with numbers that are offset from each other by this 0.1 step, right? So I'm going to practice this one, and then practice once again the y equals x point squared. And if I do not want to watch this long list, I just put semicolon. So it performs the operation, but it doesn't flood the screen. And after that, I can do quote x comma y comma. So making symbols for data points and line to connect them will work this way. But if you have too many data points at some step, we can do simple line. So let me walk through and check this figure. So starting from 0, whole step. Last. And if I don't want to watch the screen, it's send. Also, it puts in the phone because I didn't put the same in mind. Did it work? Let me check with Crystal and Tyler how your download and installation goes.
Just about there.
I believe almost there. It's hard to tell.
Let me share a suggestion. When you download and install, it will ask whether you want to install all bells and whistles or only minimalistic thing. So we need only minimalistic stuff. We do not need like engineering packages and machine learning, although it is cool, but for this class, we need check only like basic MATLAB features. And then it could boost up time for installation. If you already selected all, it will not harm. You can do some other things later, but it will save time. Okay, I'll continue with the rest of the class, but let me know when your computer set up. And everything we are doing now is quite basic, so you will do it in 10 minutes.
Yep, I've been taking screenshots of each of the steps as you've been showing them.
Okay, and I hope the recordings will be saved.
Yep, they are. They're on Blackboard.
Okay, yep, thank you. So we are not limited to only to quadratic function. We can do like something more ambitious like cosine. Right? Just make sure that it is fine, and one can also define several functions and plot several functions at the same time.
When you type a new y, does it overwrite your old y? I see how it has like a little y, big Y. If you after you use your little y, big Y, does it start overwriting them, or does it start?
No, big Y and upper and lower case are different variables. If you type who, you see that like uppercase XY and lowercase XY are independent variables, and you can check like X and X uppercase are different stuff.
But if you say like a new like y equals and set it equal to something,
yes, it will override the old stuff.
Okay.
Yes, correct. So please try to solidify your skills by defining another function like exponential to the power of minus of the argument is the most important function for the statistical mechanics because it comes to Boltzmann distribution. That's fine. So what I suggested redefine the function. Oh, yeah. We're trying CEMM759.
Yeah.
Okay. And to shorten, to speed up your typing, you know, the arrow up brings previous typing,
Oh,
because otherwise it is a torture to type all those things again and again. So, let's practice of saving this data into file and making sure that you can read it from Microsoft Excel. So, oh, wait. First, another thing. What will happen if you, so before I was defining A uppercase as a row vector, what will come if I type apostrophe? Just try to do this little experiment. A apostrophe and then hit enter. So it will convert row vector into column vector, right? And it is needed when we later on, if you decide to practice matrix by vector, right? Row by column operation. And now from the very practical thing, I can convert my X, Y, and Z from rows to columns and combine them into one bigger matrix, not for mathematical operations, but for saving, like something like my data equals X apostrophe, Y apostrophe, Z apostrophe, close. And then I can either put column or not to put. So now it places all the data that I was working with as 3 columns, right? So let me walk around and see if you're comfortable with it. Take who? So let's just check. What was your argument for your this? Your
No, I see.
yeah, take those variables that you were using. No, you didn't. Brackets are not round but rectangular. Okay. Yes.
so if, like, here, one thing is divided by 3, let's say here, this one, here.
Mhm.
If you want to change this,
You just redefine. You type B equals and whatever you like.
oh,
Okay. Crystal and Tyler, how things are going at your side?
I'm up to 32%. I'm
Pardon?
gonna, it's 32% downloaded. I'm gonna switch over to my phone for the Zoom to see if that doesn't speed it up.
I'm at 41%.
Okay, yeah.
download
I
it
apologize.
now.
I should have suggested to start downloading it before the class.
Yeah.
So if we are, if you finish the class and it is not done yet, just send me an email and we make one-to-one Zoom session, or I will just answer questions so that you will be on the right page by the next meeting. Okay, so we do have this. Click. We do have this new file, new variable, my data, and now I do want to, I have a little, not very ambitious goal. I want to save this data on the drive of this computer and send it as an email to everyone. Okay, because if we like cooperate on in some science, we need to share data. So save minus ASCII my data. So save means save. ASCII means in a text format. If you forget to do it, it will be something unreadable by humans. And then, although I practiced method for last 25 years, I always forget. One is name of variable, another is name of file. And since I do not trust my memory, I call them the same way so that I do not do this error. Either first is variable, second is file, or opposite. If any of you figure it out, you can deliver it and teach me and the rest of the class. So this looks quite simple, but now there is a step that looks trivial, but I remember from previous attempts to practice it in class, it makes a substantial delay. How do I find where this file is saved on the drive? So it's like a little investigation. So PWD. It is either pathway detection or print directory by word. I don't remember how it is abbreviated, but it shows where it is on the computer. So I can go into the file manager. And so it tells me documents, MATLAB. Documents, MATLAB, and then here is my data. And I can try to open it with, let's say, for the first time, I'll open it with Notepad. So it is the same data, right? And I may try to email it to everyone. Not that it is something valuable. But as a proof that we can share data between each other. So another thing is that I may check that this data are possible to read by Excel, just in case. But I do not use Excel. Someone needs to teach me where is the step to import the data. How do you read data from the file?
data.
Okay.
I'm gonna figure out that data and use macro.
Okay, I think this would work.
Yeah, and we must match the data path direction, like the whole, entire data set.
Yeah, thank you. And now load, right? Okay, so if you prefer to work with data in Microsoft Excel, then you have this data. Well, it's not something scientifically available, it's just cosine and exponential, but we can later on generate something more pleasant, more interesting. Okay. Let me walk through and see if you are on the same page. And which time should we finish? So I think if you spend a few minutes here, your schedule will not suffer. Okay? So let me just show you. Documents. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So that context.
I just.
Yeah, I see you did it. And suppose that I have erased my variable, my data, or I am just left the class, logged off, and then I need to restore it. So I need to be able to read the files read the data from the file. So I can type new data, which is like empty, right? But I can type new data equals And after this, I type new data, it has this information again. So one can read data from disk. That's okay. Yes, yes. And now you can this will not see so which other things as we go through I may remember a few other things, but so imaginary numbers, yes, exponential, yes, trigonometric, yes. We need little programming and cycles. And I don't know if we need it for this course, but let's just quickly practice matrix multiplication. So if I decided that I hate all my variables and I want to erase them, I can type clear. If you're not sure if you that you hate your data, you don't need to do it. But let me type who. So there are so many variables. Now I type clear. Now I type who, and there are none. So I can practice A equals 1, 2, then go to the next line, 3, 4, close rectangular bracket. So it will be 2 by 2 matrix. And I can call C equals 1, next line 2. So it will be matrix and column vector. So what do we do with matrices and column vectors in linear algebra? We multiply them, right? So E times C. Let me make an experiment so that I check myself. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. What should be the answer? Row by column will be 1 plus 4, right? And for here we do row by column, we do 3 plus 8. So we do 5 and 11, yes. So let's check if I was doing it correctly. Okay. You see. So let me walk around and check.
Return.
Just continue typing. Just
Return. Return.
B, and here is a little observation. Well, it's not a discovery. You might have taken linear algebra in the past, and you know by multiplying square matrix by column, you get a column vector. Now, a little test about your linear algebra. If I define vector B as a row, 3, 4, What will be if I multiply a row vector by a matrix? So I need to practice row by column procedure once a week, right? So row by column, but it will be column by matrix will be column, row by matrix will be row matrix once a week. So 3 times 1 plus 4 times 3, 12, and another row by column will be 3 times 2, 6, plus 4 times 4, 16. So it will be 15 and 20. Please correct me if you see any errors. Yes, 15 and 22, right? So does it match your expectations of okay. And for this class, for the thermodynamics and statistical mechanics, we do not need to find eigenvectors and eigenvalues. It's more for the quantum part, which I'm not responsible for this semester. But generally, finding eigenvalues and eigenvectors of matrix is the major problem of any computation up to recently. Now, with machine learning, there are some additional problems, but it's substantial part of the problem that computers are doing. And if we want to find eigenvalues and eigenvectors of a matrix, one can simply type eig A. Or if one wants to find eigenvectors, one can type U, V equals eig A. If you're tired or busy, you can skip it. It's general information which may not be needed for this class, but give me a sign if you're interested and if you want to comment of what is happening on the screen. Comment needed, comment not needed. Not needed. You don't care. Like, what are these numbers? Minus 0.3 and 5.3. Where are they coming from? So today we have a linear algebra in 20 minutes. Minus x, minus x. Does it tell something to you? Okay. So what do I do next? Right. So give me a signs if it doesn't make sense.
I don't, but I know the finance, I think the part, so I know.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay. And then we open brackets and get 1 minus 4x plus x squared minus x minus 6x equals 0. So x squared minus x minus 2 equals 0. Right? And then we find that x equals what? Minus b plus 1 plus minus square root of the discriminant over 2. 25 minus 4 times minus 2. Right? So will be plus 8. So 25 plus 8 will be 33. Square root of 33. So we have 5 plus minus square root of 33 divided by 2. So square root of 33 will be between 5 and 6. So 5 plus minus 5.7 divided by 2. And then we get this numbers. If we add, it will be a little higher than 5. If you subtract, it will be a little lower than 0. Who needs this problem? Like we don't need it in this portion of the class, but did you need this problem in the previous part of the class for the point? Why? Yes, this problem is Schrödinger equation. Hamiltonian wave function equals energy wave functions. So this stuff that we found were eigenenergies, and this matrix is typically Hamiltonian. Okay? That is what one does in quantum part of physical chemistry. Okay. What else? I'm getting feeling that it is enough for today. Okay, so let's. I think that's complete. And send me emails if you have questions or you need additional study materials. We are progressing really well. Thank you for selecting projects. I feel we have enough time to complete everything by the end of the semester. I'll be happy to communicate by emails if needed. If no homework for this weekend, and see if there are no communications, see you on Monday. So meeting is done. Have a nice rest of the weekend, pleasant weekend. Crystal and Tyler, how is your download?
It finally finished.
Mine's finished too.
Okay, did you start the installation?
Yes, that's the part that finally finished.
Okay. If you want to share a screen and just, I'll maybe start from Crystal and then Tyler, and I'll make sure that what you're doing corresponds to what is expected. I believe I made you a co-host so you can share a screen.
Software is opening for me. Come on. Oh, I can actually see you now. You switched to the cameras. Can you almost do that camera instead? Because you can actually see stuff with that one.
Oh, now I see the image on your background. It's like a Columbus ships.
The ships from the movie Tangled.
Okay.
Alright, I will take you through.
So are you going to share screen?
I'm trying. It's still opening.
Oh, okay. See you. See you.
Thank you.
Tyler, if yours is open faster, you can show first.
Yes, in the closet with the regular
Mine's
button.
already open.
Yeah, if you want to share first, you can share. Mine's still opening because mine just finally finished loading.
Okay, share screen.
So Tyler, you
Sure.
may try to share. Okay. Very good. So try to type like 1 + 1 and hit enter. Okay. Try to type x equals open rectangular bracket. Type no, only open, and inside type 0 column 2 dots. Not dot, column. It's
Comma?
yes, it is column. It's two
What is
buttons
it?
from the to the left from the enter.
Oh, colon.
Colon, yes. Not
Oh,
semicolon,
semicolon.
but colon, yes.
Yep.
Now type point one.
Point one.
Point one.
One.
Now type colon once again. Type, let's say, number 7. Close a rectangular bracket. Enter.
Oh,
Okay. Now type y equals cosine x. Not plus,
Y-
cosine. Trigonometric
What's-
function. Cos.
oh,
COS.
cosine.
Cosine. Open round bracket.
Okay.
Round bracket. Close round bracket.
Cosine X. Okay.
Semicolon. Semicolon.
Semicolon.
Yeah, and hit enter. Now type plot.
What?
Plot. P-L-O-T. P-L-O-T. Plot. Not P-L. Second letter is L. Swap second and third letters.
Second and third.
P-L-O-T.
Plot. Oh, plot.
Open round bracket. X, comma, Y. Close the bracket. Enter. And there should be another window that you're not sharing, but
Oh, just popped up for me. How do I share that?
right now you are sharing only one window, but if you share the whole desktop, like stop sharing and start over and share the whole screen, whole desktop, then it will be visible.
Do you see this?
Yes, yes, excellent. And you can slowly move, yeah, close this, yeah, quick. Okay, yeah, you can pull this cosine function. Very good, very good. Yeah. And you can, if you want to ask question to MATLAB, try to type help space plot. P-L, yeah, enter.
Oh, there it is.
So it gives some maybe exceeding amount of information.
I see that.
Okay. So I see that things are working and you are able to do things. So if you have time, you may try to watch recordings when it is done and repeat some steps. But
Okay, I'll do that.
Do not waste much of time. Just try something. It's if it takes more than 20 minutes or more than like 30 minutes, stop. Do not waste your precious time. Just make sure that you know you practically can do some basics. Okay, you can stop sharing screen. And Crystal, would you like to share your screen?
Unmute. I did the 1 + 1. I did the x equals 0.1717. I did the y equals cosine x. And then you said plot.
Let's redo something. Let's redo something. Right now you have 3 points, and it will be not very spectacular. Let's hit arrow up. Arrow up. Yes, down. So yeah, this one, or maybe next one. Down once. Down
Yeah,
once.
that one.
So let's start from starting from point 1 is okay, but the middle stuff, the step, you show it 7. Let's make it something smaller, like 0.1 or 0.05, something like, yeah. Now hit enter. Now arrow up a couple of times. Once again, yeah, hit enter. And now do plot, round bracket. No, plot just x, y. Enter. Do you see something?
It's thinking. It says busy right now.
I see.
So I also have a lot of data points. Because I have 339 on each.
Uh-huh. Are there any other tasks on your computer right now?
Just Zoom. I have a second MATLAB open because it opened twice and it won't close the
Oh,
second one.
you didn't close the
Yeah,
second one.
The second one won't close though. When I try to close it, it tries to close everything.
Huh. Interesting.
Now,
I'm
okay.
getting.
I'm having a frustrated with it finally closes.
Oh, okay. Now the image should pop up.
Okay, let me do page up again.
I do not see it because you are sharing only one window. But if you stop sharing and share once again the whole screen, I will see what you see as well. So,
there it
what
comes.
is your? Yes, yes. Okay. Yep. I think things are working for you. And you can find the little red X, move your mouse to the right bottom and remove, just click on the, yes, click to, yes, click here. Okay, yeah, I think things are working at your side. And if you have wish, steam, energy, and time, you can try to practice a couple of other commands.
Will do. Like I said, I took screenshots and made notes as you were going through them, so I'll run them.
Okay, super, super. Yep. Any specific questions right now?
Nope. If we have it on our computers, do you want us to come in or can we just do them on our computers? What would you prefer?
It's your choice. You are not losing anything by doing it online. So you're welcome to do online. If you really want to come to the class, I would be happy to see you. But it's equally good. Whatever is more comfortable for you.
Sounds good. I'll probably do a mixture. No, thank you very much.
Oh, okay. More questions, one? More questions, two?
Could you use this camera when you do it next time?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Sweet, because the other one, all we really see is the thingy hanging from the ceiling.
Yes, okay, I'll use this camera next time. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, then let's disconnect now.
Have a good night.
Have a good
Okay,
one.
have a nice day.